How you doing, everybody? This is Jimmy the Bull at MuscleMaster.com. I'm here today to share with you my personal power straps, how to help you become the best power bodybuilder I can possibly be. Training through injuries, gaining strength, and now I'm going to share with you how you can get the extra mile in the gym, pushing and pulling and getting through the exercise. These are the best power straps you'll ever use. Go to MuscleMaster.com to get the full demonstration.
Hi, I'm Michelle.
And I'm Bill.
We are the Bodybuilding team, selling beaded and stainless steel chain jewelry, highlighting and fitness and women's competition pieces. I can even custom just for you. Check us out
at BrentsBling.com.
You're funny.
Like I said. Do you like my tail? Like I said.
And we're back with another edition of Iron Rage. Today's special topic is Ask Lee Priest Anything. That's
special
a very
topic
dangerous
is my shirt.
Yeah, you don't like me? F off. Problem solved. Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's my motto in life.
It's quite simple and basic because I read the comments on these videos. I see the comments on my Instagram. If you don't like me, why follow? And furthermore, if you don't like me, why write a fucking essay? Because it's always the dumb fucks that write the longest fucking thing. I'm like, I'm not even going to read it because you're a fucking idiot.
But you read it anyway.
No, I don't. I just get halfway and go, oh, fuck it. It's like, oh. If you've got that much time to write something, you need a fucking life. Oh, let me get started on this first. Roald Dahl had I want to change the books. What is the world coming to? You know how he wrote James and the Giant Peach and all those other things.
Yeah, why are they changing all the language of these things? Yeah.
Because the word ugly and fat in that, Dave, is offensive to some little fucking people in their rainbow-coloured fucking hair and earrings hanging out their nose. Because we read those books and saw the movies. Our parents did, and our great-grandparents probably read them. And guess what? We grew up normal, common-sense people. Today, though, oh, my God, it says the word ugly in the book. Oh, my God, what am I going to do? And this is so offensive to people. Really? Your young kids have got the fucking internet, you morons. They can see porn and read these words every fucking day. They see fucking bukkake, gangbangs, fucking rape scenes, and you're worried about the word fucking ugly or fat? Go fuck yourself. Fuck off.
I like it. Very
you're
ready to go to that. You must have had about 5 cups of coffee before I called. I must have.
No, what got me was, look at my Instagram page right now. This is what set me off. Look at my very last post on there. I thought I won't have breakfast. I'll get this for breakfast. And look what happened. Look at that post.
Hold on, let me look.
The story of my fucking life. Look at that.
Last one.
Wedged in so hard. I kicked the machine. I hit it. I wouldn't fucking dislodge. I was going to get another one.
I like those lean bodies too. I think that they're the best RTDs out there, the ones that are
I thought I'll have a strawberry one. I thought, you know what, I'll get another one. To my luck, I'd probably land on top of it and just fucking sit there.
So did you ever get it out of there?
No. So I sent a message to the gym. They said they'll get it out and give it to me later.
Oh, all right. Well, that's at least you got some high up management people that you can appeal to.
$6 sitting there that cost me.
Was that $6 they're charging in Australia for that? Holy mackerel!
Yeah,
you guys are out of control over there. Well, at least they're not blowing up trains by where you are and releasing toxic gases into the atmosphere. So,
yeah. And that's all it's set up to. Because you know how we're talking about the price. You're talking about eggs and that before, and the price. Isn't it funny how a lot of these food distribution warehouses have been catching fire?
Yep.
I think 3 of them have had planes crash into them, little fucking planes. What are the odds? 3 food distribution places have little Cessna planes crash into them.
And you notice how no one's even, the news people are not even bringing up the fact that this is a little suspicious, right?
Yeah.
They're just reporting it like it's like, oh, another accident. Wow. What a coincidence.
Yes, you might have little plane crashes out in the field or in the ocean or somewhere, but 3 planes, all of them hit a food distribution place. Wow.
Yeah, they're trying to create shortages. They're trying to poison the water because they want us to panic. It's the virus wasn't enough, so now they have to create some new panic. That's
what about your fucking buffoon over there in fucking Ukraine? Secret mission, secret meeting with the fucking Ulinski, whatever his fucking name is, that
I
douchebag
didn't
too.
vote for him. I didn't vote for him.
Oh my God, what's
That's why
the
I don't
world?
vote. Falling apart. All right, let's get to Ask Lee Priest Anything, because people want to know lots of stuff about you. You got many, many questions here. I'll start with every day is better in Hawaii. Lee, what is the heaviest you've ever been?
285 pounds is the heaviest I've ever been.
God, and at what height is that? 5'4"?
Dave, I'm 5'5.5". People go, why you say half? And I tell you why, because when I go to my doctor for the yearly checkup, they make you stand against the wall. They get that little thing that comes to the top of your head, and he says 5'5.5".
All right. Aldit Singh wants to know, how big were your arms when you were 16 years old?
17.5 inches. They're always like 1.5 inches bigger than my age.
Wow. That's
because he's measuring 16? His arms now going. My arms.
Let me ask you a question. When you were in school, in high school, what did the other kids think when they saw those arms? I mean, that's pretty impressive for like a teenager, you know.
I wasn't in school at 16 years old.
Oh, you dropped out of school at 16?
I left at 14 and got a job.
Did you really? I didn't know that about you.
I was in high school when I was 13 years old because my mum sent me off to school when I was 4. She wanted to get rid of me. So by the time I got to high school, I was just 12, turning 13. And then 14, I got offered a job. And I said, you know, the way the fucking things go these days, I know people that have degrees and this and they fucking out of work. I got offered a good job where I could go train before work early in the morning and after work. So my mum had to write a letter to the school to give me special permission to leave school at a young age, and I did. I'm a high school dropout.
Your mother actually signed you out of school at that age?
Yep.
Wow. I'm shocked. Did she give you any resistance when you first asked her?
No. She goes, that's good. Go out and work.
Wow. Now, when you said your mother put you in school at what? Were you living at home in school or were you away at school?
Yeah. At home. I was 4 years old, Dave. Where do you think I was living, in a penthouse?
No, because my daughter went to school at 2 years old. I mean, preschool.
No, this wasn't preschool. This was like school, like first grade school. It wasn't preschool.
Oh, at 4 years old. Were you very smart?
Do you have to ask? Come on. Come on, Dave.
No, I'm saying, were you at advanced? Were you at an age?
I was speaking very young, very early age. And then, yes, I was like a savant.
Wow. So you could have been like some kind of like Albert Einstein if you didn't get
exactly. And that's what my mum reminds me every day when sometimes she watch these podcasts. She just shakes her head and goes, "All the things you could have been: a doctor, a lawyer, a fucking
how old
pilot,
were you? Hold on. How old were you when you first started reading?
Oh, I was very young.
You must be an old soul in that, buddy.
I'd have to ask her. Yeah. I'm probably one of those people that's been reincarnated a few times.
Absolutely. I mean, that's insane. So it's funny how your body developed at a young age, your mind developed at a very young age as well. And, you know, luckily you're already 50 years old, but I always worry about people like that. Usually they die like in their 20s, you know, because it's like their whole life is lived too quickly and then they burn out, you know, and then they die.
Saying I'm fucking Benjamin Button or something.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, luckily you're as crazy as you are, you're very well balanced in the sense that you don't do extreme things like the way you would, wind up killing yourself or anything like that.
The thing is, though, it's like I sometimes even to this day worry because, sometimes they say we're put on this earth to do certain things and do this and learn things. And then once you've finished that and you've learned and done whatever, it's time to move on. Right. I'm like, fuck, I've done bodybuilding, did good at that. I did the car racing. I've done all this. I said, fuck, I've got to find something else to do. Otherwise, they're going to take me. I'm like,
well, now that I know that you're a savant and that you're actually a genius, which is probably why you think everyone's an idiot out there and why you can't handle stupidity because you're so much smarter than everyone else that everyone seems ridiculous.
I went to the doctors once, right, to do an IQ test. You can go to like the doctors to do an IQ test because my wife says I'm smart. I said, no, I'm not. I went to the doctors, right, to do this IQ test. He goes, you got 20 minutes to do it. I'm like, okay. So I sit down, I'm doing it. I'm like, this looks fucking boring and shit. And I'm reading stuff and I'm like, which one? Yeah, we get to the shapes and how they got it. I'm like, 7 minutes. He goes, you're done? I said, yeah. I just rushed through it and I got 147.
IQ?
Yeah. Now,
wow.
most of them I guessed.
So maybe you're psychic too. So that, you know.
My wife comes out because I think like general was like 110 for normal.
Yeah, no,
to
that's very high, Lee.
120. 147. I said, fuck, imagine if I took my time and actually read the question.
Yeah, you might have been like 180. You might have been like seriously like crazy.
No, I think if I actually tried to do it properly, I probably would have got a lower score. So I just fucking...
Who knows?
Yeah.
I didn't know. See, I learned every show. Like, I tell you, I learned something new about you every show we do.
See that? And they always say the crazy people are the smart people. See that? Like Elon Musk is a bit out there.
You know what? I understand you now. I
See,
didn't.
Tesla was out there. Tesla was a bit out there. All these people who are a bit cuckoo.
Lee, I completely understand you. You're so smart that you can't handle all the stupidity of the people in the world. So that's why that's why you get so annoyed and just spout out.
That's why I have to wear these. That's why I have to wear these t-shirts.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
And I think I'm the stupid one.
Now that I know how smart you are, let's get to the next question.
Okay, and I shall answer it in a smart way.
What? All right. This guy Sino J wants to know, what about aliens? Why do we only see them in the United States?
Because people in the United States only see rainbows and LBGTQIWD40 C3PO R2D2 supercalifragilistic people. But no, I think because other people see them, but if you see them in Russia and China and you come forward and say you've seen them, you disappear.
So people are afraid to tell people, say that they see them. I got you.
But no, you see them everywhere. There's actually a few shows on, I think it could be Prime, Amazon Prime, called Australian Skies. There's like 2 series on it where there's all about UFOs down here in Australia and stuff. So I think they're out there. But I want to know is, when we do see them, and now we have all this fucking technology, 4K fucking phones and that, why is every video fucking blurry and I can't make out what the fucking...
Yeah, I'm waiting for someone to capture like one of these little alien guys.
Just give me one clear shot. That's all I want. All these fucking things, and it's like blurry bumping around like this. Like, oh, look at that UFO.
If someone could catch Brad Pitt, picking his nose, like, you know, in his car, why can't someone capture an alien on film already? You know, come on.
They got him. Roswell. They got him in Roswell. That whole fucking look. Even back then, they tried the weather balloon story with Jesse Marcel. He knew it was a fucking spacecraft. All that fucking military comes in. They block off the area. Oh, weather balloon. Even his son to this day says it wasn't. He brought home that metal that he folded up and then it unfolded. It had like hieroglyphics on it and stuff. It's like, yeah, they think we're stupid. You know what it is though? It's not that. Someone might have mentioned it on your after hours show. It's not that we can't handle the truth. It's just that if it does come out, it throws fucking religion out the fucking window that there's fucking alien life and shit. And you know, the powers that be that love fucking little boys, they don't want religion thrown out the window, because in Portugal last week on the news, 4,128 cases of sexual abuse in Portugal with the Catholic Church.
Oh boy. Yeah. We don't want that. Well, I think that they don't like the whole alien thing because I think they think we're too stupid to be able to handle it right now. So they'd rather we not know about it.
Stupid. We are stupid to think that we're meant to be the only species in all these galaxies and universes and whatever. Man, I said, like I said, I've said it before, you know, like in the movie 300, where they get those deformed babies and the ones and throw them off a cliff because, you know, which is a good idea, by the way. Retarded people, and that should be thrown off a cliff and killed, because look at the money the government spends on these people. It's a waste of fucking money. And guess what, person? You're not special. Don't call them special. You're not fucking special. You're a fucking retard. You need to be fucking put down, put to sleep, wasting fucking government money.
You were doing so well.
In a movie theater, right? I'm just watching a movie. These retards come in the under the cover of darkness. I'm watching a movie. They're in their wheelchair. All of a sudden, they go like this. I'm like, what the fuck was that? Fucking,
you were doing so well with
weird
Yeah.
Put them to sleep is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, but you know, I think where the aliens deform people, they said, oh, look at this one. Oh fuck, send them to Earth. So they just watch us as this like petting zoo of fucking retards.
I got
We've got the leader Biden of the retards. They're having a good laugh at him. They went beyond Thunderdome with that cunt.
Yeah, and you know what? We're so stupid as a nation. We'll probably reelect him too. That's not me.
No, my God. Could you imagine? Where's Kamala been lately? I haven't even seen hiding on
Yeah,
there.
no, she's been talking up a storm lately. Yeah.
Oh God.
She could smell Biden's decaying body already, you know.
Oh, what about that funny thing I sent you, how I was down at the Liquorland store and this guy's got a bit of an accent. I was just about to ask him, where's your accent from? Because it sounded like back east. And he saw me, he goes, oh, you train? He goes, you might know a friend of mine I went to school with, Greg Valentino. I said, I know Greg Valentino.
How weird is that? That was like bizarre, right?
In my hometown, he just said, I said, yeah. So I text Greg straight away. He wrote back, he goes, yeah, I know. And his name's, I said, well, he can't forget that name, Jim Capone. A name like Capone, you don't forget, do you?
Right. He's got witness protection out there, Lee?
Yeah, that's what I think. He might be. I found Capone. It's like, yeah. And he said, and Greg's like, yeah, his brother just passed away. And I said, okay, yeah. I said, Greg remembers you. He said, sadly, his brother just passed away. He goes, yeah, he passed away last year. I think it was Adam, his brother. So small world, isn't it?
Yeah. Of all places to go, Australia, in your little hometown there. That's crazy.
Yeah,
really
we went to school with him.
That's great, but Greg knows everyone. It's the weirdest thing. Like
and Greg texted me back and said he's a good guy.
Yeah, I'm sure he probably is. I'm sure he probably is. All right, let's get to the next question here. All right.
How do we get off these questions? I just see it's my savant brain that just fucking.
Yeah. Now that I know you're so intelligent, I'm going to speak at a much higher level to you nowadays.
Thank you. Stop speaking down to me like a child, Dave.
Yeah. Lee, this is from No Hunter 366. Lee, being from Australia, have you ever come in contact with any wildlife from there that left you in awe, like a great white shark, saltwater crocs, or even anything else?
Yeah, the saltwater crocs leave you in awe when you see how big they are. I mean, like, and just to think they're that old and like they've been around since the dinosaur and stuff like that. That's crazy. And you know why they survive so long? And this could relate to humans. This is my savant brain coming on now. You know why saltwater crocs and alligators have lasted so long and humans today can't? They have thick skin, people. They can take criticism. They can take bad words in books. That's why they've survived so long, because they got thick skin. Humans, you need to harden the fuck up and get some thick skin and stop being a fucking pussy.
All right. Good
but yes, I've seen the kangaroos, and I've seen those like we said before, those cassowary birds that look like fucking. You see them in person, you're like, man, if that thing got you with its claw on its thing or its fucking head,
it'd rip your guts out. They rip your guts out. All right, Lee, from Luke 95 83, who was the
first?
Luke
95 83 72 91.
Yeah, who was the first person you'd least want to stand next to on a bodybuilding stage, and why?
Who's the least person?
Yeah,
it used to be Sonny Schmidt. I loved Sonny back in the day, but every time Sonny was beside you on stage, he'd always fucking fart and think it was funny, and it stunk like hell. But you know, if you've done your comparisons and you're posing and you're breathing heavy, and you can smell that when I breathe deep, I can almost taste it.
So he was a bad farter, huh?
Yeah, and he thought it was funny. You let him rip out.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That would be the only reason why, because he fucking farted a lot of the time.
All right. Where are the?
Don't skip over good ones, Dave.
I'm not skipping. I think that maybe I'm not getting access to all your questions here on this little thread here.
Yeah, I saw a lot of them when I was on.
Oh, I had to hit the plus sign. Hold on. Okay, Lee. This is from Bruno. Something or another.
Bruno Mars.
How can I be big and strong and be he said effing bodybuilder like you? Brazil, Brazil, love you, man. You are my hero in the sport. So
can you click on his photo and give me a description of what he looks like?
Nothing.
Because sometimes you can't.
You can. I'm skipping it. That wasn't really a good question.
Well,
how much
want
did you
to say
deadlift?
not everyone can be a bodybuilder, which means don't give up training. If you love going to the gym, by all means train hard. do what you have to do, eat, do whatever. But if you don't build muscle, don't let that be a deterrent and not go to the gym, but keep training hard. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen.
All right. Next question. How much did you deadlift at your max during your career?
I never deadlifted. I did partial deadlifts in the power rack of 9 plates with Rusty Jeffers, like just from the knees, but I never deadlifted from the ground because I got little T-Rex arms in the bar.
I was going to say you have very short arms. Yeah. Not a good deadlifter.
No, from the power rack, though, I did 9 plates.
Who's your favorite bodybuilder?
Like in total, in life?
Total, yeah.
I got a couple, but I'd probably say the one I looked up to being young coming through just because of his attitude, the way he was and spoke the truth was Tom Platz.
Okay, good. From Percy and Gaines, Lee, what bodybuilder had the biggest dong? Ronnie, Flex, question mark. I feel like Cutler could be packing too. So I guess he wanted the biggest penis he's asking for.
I think people used to comment in my day about Kevin.
Oh, really? Didn't know that. All right, Kevin. I just interviewed Kevin.
Yes, I saw that something about it, talking about Rami and that. I just saw the clip.
Yeah, I put the whole interview going up. It was a very good interview. But I didn't ask him about it.
Upset people. Oh, the old timers talking about new bodybuilders. Oh, they can't get out of the past.
All right.
Kevin Leverone on Big Rami. I don't think he has the balls, it says. Ooh.
Yeah.
Look at you and your heading in the clickbait. Ooh.
Would you roommate with Shawn Ray for a year for $500 grand?
Yeah.
Lee would do pretty much anything for
I've roommated with ex-wives that I hated, so.
Lee, any crazy stories that you can share with about Dillette on or off the stage?
No, the only ones I've said before. That time I come home and he was asleep on the bed and he had his girlfriend shaving him with a bucket of water while he's sleeping on the bed, and then he was just like on the one stage once he was beside me doing the comparisons and I looked over and he was gone. Then I smelled chocolate and he's standing behind the curtain eating M&Ms, and then they call him out for a comparison. He's like, oh God, I got to put them down. So he put the M&Ms down, come back out and do some poses. So, well, then he didn't like doing laundry because Body Alive, remember Body Alive and Hot Skins were on Main Street? He'd always go to Body Alive and get clothes all the time. So one time he come back when he was living with me, we were both in the garage because we got home, and he undid his trunk, took his shirt off, threw it in, got a new one. I said, oh, you got a laundromat that or clean? He's like, no, just throw it away, go get new stuff.
Oh my God, what a lazy
He was just sweating his clothes and throw them away.
Oh, no wonder why those Body Alive and Hot Skins were so expensive.
Exactly.
They had to pay for the lens.
To cover Paul's bill.
Yeah. Have you ever farted on stage yourself?
No, I'd never even farted in the gym. I've probably been close, but I've been with my wife now 5 years, and I've never really intentionally farted in front of her.
Wow, cool. That's good.
You know, some people just feel comfortable, then there's some you just don't think it's nice. So
yeah, I try to hide it too.
I hate when you go to the gym now and some cunt has farted, and you're in the vicinity, and whoever did it, and then other people come there and they think it's you. Or I've done that where I go to the toilet at the gym and someone's just done a shit. I mean, it stinks. I'm doing a piss, holding my breath. I walk out, and now someone wants to go in, and they think I'm the one that did the smelly shit. Nothing worse. I'm like, oh God, great.
Yeah. All right. Are you a natural blonde? Is that your natural color hair? Or no?
It is naturally a sandy blonde if I sit in the sun a lot. So, but the front I just do myself. But it's like an ash blonde.
So that when you had the white hair on stage back in the day, that was all dyed, right?
Yeah, that was all bleached.
How did you make it that white?
You just get this stuff. I can show it. I got it in the bathroom. Hold on. Look at this. I'll show you.
I think you should make it white. Can you make it white like 1 week?
All over?
Yeah, like good old days.
I could. Here, look, you get this stuff. You can go to your local. This one's like this one, Highlight.
What is it called? Poison?
Like,
Poison. It says poison on it, doesn't it?
it's just like this. It comes in white or blue. You get this scoop, right? There's like a blue powder.
Right. What do you do with it?
You get that, and then you mix it with developer. This is like volume 40.
Okay.
And it's like a cream liquid. You mix it together. Once you mix it into the paste,
Right.
you just put it on your hair.
How you leave it? How long you leave it on?
Oh, it goes. Everyone's different. Sometimes if you don't leave it on long enough, it'll go yellow and orange. So you got to let it go right down. Sometimes you might have to do it twice, but keep it off your scalp because it will burn your scalp. But my scalp's used to it now. And then after you do that, if it's a little bit of yellow, you buy a toner, or you can buy those purple shampoos that'll take the yellow. That'll take the yellow out.
I mean, your hair was really white back in the day, crazy white. Yeah. I always wondered how you did that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of bleaching and stuff. You can, if you leave this on too long, though, certain times near your hair, that will burn your hair and make your hair like frizzle up and fall out.
This is pretty. We know this one, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Why did you originally tattoo your face?
Because I wanted to.
No particular reason then, right?
I like when people say, didn't he have that removed? Did he have it removed to have it put back on? I say, oh, Jesus.
Have you seen the movie Boss Level with Frank Grillo?
Yes, I have. A great movie. Good action.
You told me about
movie.
That, yeah. You told me about that.
Mel Gibson's in it too. Good fight scene of Mel Gibson at the end.
Yeah, you told me. I gotta watch it. Were you natural at 17?
Yes.
Or no?
Yes.
Okay.
I've said it 100 times. I was natural when I was 19 in the beginning. Halfway through being 19 is when I took the gear. And I've even put up those two pictures. 19 where I'm 100 and because I was 70 kilos still, 75 kilos at the most. So I was like 100 and whatever, 40, 50 pounds. And then I took the Deca and I'm 181 pounds. And that's when I came to America. I put up the two photos, both 19, one say when I turned 19 and the other towards the end of me being 19. And you can see the difference. And people go, oh, were you natural in this one? Were you natural at 14? Were you natural at 15? Yes, I was. I can't help it. I got better genetics than you and look better than you on gear because you fucking suck. It's not my fault. Go fucking stab your mum in the fucking heart or your dad. It's their fault. Better yet, you and your mum and dad all hop in the car, go on a vacation, but don't leave the garage. Just leave the motor running. Fuck.
What was your favorite part of bodybuilding? The challenges of prep, the stage, or just generally improving your body every year?
None of that. My favorite part was actually going to expos and seminars and that and meeting the fans and just doing stuff like that. Training I loved, but I didn't get into the training to be a bodybuilder. I just got into it because I love training like I still do now. So, but the best part was just getting to go around and meet the fans and hang out doing that sort of stuff.
Yeah. I feel like I'm seeing the same questions. Yeah, this looks like it's like a repeat here. Should we check out the let me check out the RxMuscle page. Let me ask you one of my questions while I'm doing this.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to like do it all again, would you change anything?
In the bodybuilding?
Yeah, in your whole or your life in general.
I don't know, because I enjoyed the car racing. If I would have maybe had it all over again, would have gone to car racing. But then I always wanted to be a cop or in the military, so I might do that. It's hard to say. Because it's like, do you mean if I had to do it all over again and know now, or if I start again and know nothing about bodybuilding, would you mean? Because if you know about bodybuilding and what goes into it, you'd be like, okay, I'll train to look good, but fuck the competing in that because the money fucking sucks. Why bother? So it'd be like, go get a fucking proper job and just train and look good. Fuck it.
You always did very well with the money part of it. You seem to.
Yeah, but look how many people don't. And that's the thing I don't get when I came up with this, when I said get rid of the 212 and people go, well, that's not fairly because there's a lot of bodybuilders who can't make it, who are smaller than that. Well, guess what? There's a lot of open bodybuilders. There's probably more open bodybuilders than 212 who don't fucking make it. Do they quit and stop? No, they keep fucking trying. So get rid of 212, make it one class. If you're good enough, cream rises to the top. If you don't, you'll float like a turd.